Welcome to Venusian Soul Tarot. Today I'm back with a timeless pick a card reading, and it's going to be messages from the universe. So I want you to cast your gaze over the cards and ask your higher self which card has a message for you. We have group number 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. If you need to pause the video to meditate further, please do so. But for those of you who are ready, let's get started. Hi, group 1. So for those of you drawn to this group with the underworld, like if you look at the cards on the left-hand side, like these energies are a little gnarly. And I feel like what's happening is you're going into the underworld, the shadows. This is really strong energy of shadow work, rebirth, transformation and alchemy. But it's like you're going there to, number one, set yourself free with the Ace of Swords. There's definite healing here. But for some of you, you're liberating your life's purpose or your greatest life's work, right? And we can have a purpose or project for one stage of the journey and then something different at a later stage. But for this group, this is like your big purpose, your big calling. And with the Rhodochrosite as well, I am getting this energy of maybe even a little bit of inner child healing or healing deep-seated wounds or traumas from childhood, from the past. And it'll vary for all of you what specifically that is, but there's really strong healing. For some of you as well, there's something about this process you go through that leaves you feeling as though you can really be yourself and showcase your talents, showcase your gifts, or bring your dreams to fruition. For those of you who have felt with the Eight of Swords kind of stuck, it's like the divine is taking you into this deep dive into the shadow, the subconscious mind, maybe even your fears, so that you can liberate yourself and bring, again, fully actualize your purpose, fully live your purpose. And when you look at 10-10, you've got the closure of a cycle. I think for some of you as well, there's been a long-standing karmic cycle or pattern or wound that may have played out for some time. And it's like this cycle has closed and you're at the tail end. I just heard it's always darkest before the dawn. And you're about to step into like your higher self and this new version of yourself. There's a lot of, and what I just heard is there's a lot of power in the shadows, in the darkness. For some of you, your greatest victory and success with this Nine of Cups is going to come through something you suffered from previously. This is making me feel like, again, turning pain into power, or where one was once wounded, it's like healing from that, and then you help guide others through that wound. Some of you are shamans as well with this underworld energy. Like you can really deep dive into the darkness. For some of you, you've experienced a lot of darkness, but it's like that darkness is what's going to give way to this beautiful light in the physical world, especially with what you're doing. This group, you're definitely healers and light workers, and it will vary for all of you how, what you do with this energy, how it shows up. But there's a very clear mission that you came here to achieve. But Spirit is saying you couldn't have done that without the darkness. Yeah, it's like they're showing me like a lighthouse, and they're like, what is the point of a lighthouse if there is no darkness, right? It's like there's something about the darkness that helped to foster your light. But it's almost like you've mastered and learned certain lessons around duality and I just heard not rejecting anything. For some of you, you may literally, for example, write a book or work as a healer where you're actually helping people heal their darkness, transmute negative energies, do shadow work. You may just be sharing your story of how you've been through this and how you've created transformation. Yeah, I'm getting rising above. But with Nine of Swords, it's like the pain of the past as well is being completely liberated from you. You still have the wisdom, you still have the knowledge, but it's like it's not going to have an effect on you anymore, or it's not going to be able to hold you back. For those of you who have really struggled to overcome something in your past where it's either plagued you or it's just felt like, oh, like when is this heavy energy gonna lift? Like I've been doing the shadow work, I've been doing the healing, and I feel like I'm just going round and round. Like that's what you're reaching. You're reaching that precipice where you're about to be liberated. And with that volcano, there could be some really deep emotions that you're purging and cleansing right now that come up. It may seem like out of the blue, but it's definitely linked again, to this past karmic cycle, wound, or pattern. And again, it's very deep-seated. For some of you, this was from long ago, or it occurred in childhood, or, you know, childhood, adolescence, like a younger time frame. But I'm just getting in general. For some of you as well, what's happening is as you go through this purge and this release, there's actually gifts and abilities you've had in other incarnations, as well as like ancient wisdom and knowledge that's coming online or coming into your conscious awareness. And it's that energy or that wisdom and talents that you're going to build this life purpose from, your legacy from, this business, this project. But yeah, like it could be, I'm hearing like for this group, especially Lionsgate is going to be really intense. There's going to be some really intense emotions and energies resurfacing, but you're going to feel, I'm hearing like within a month's time, I don't feel like this is for many of you a very long process. I feel like you've done a lot of the heavy lifting. It's like the tail end, but the next kind of couple of weeks could be very intense, or the energies might be quite gnarly that's coming up, because I just heard the belly of the beast, but it's making me feel like, you know, those emotions and those patterns that they're really lodged deep, like they're almost close to the core of who you were, or your childhood experiences, life experiences. And it's like, as you liberate yourself, you're going to gain so much traction in the physical. Like if in the past you tried to work on a project, work on a business, gain a following, gain momentum, and it just kept getting stuck, or it wasn't feeling like it was working, it's like now you get the green light. Now things are moving. You're also reclaiming your power as well. You're going to feel far more powerful, because some of this energy, some of your life force and your individuality was trapped or suppressed in the shadow. Yeah, so we have womb healing, sovereignty. So again, yeah, reclaiming your autonomy, you're also calling back your energy from all past timelines, lifetimes, people, situations, karma. There could have been a wounding around the sacral chakra to the divine feminine, definitely in the emotional body, because I'm getting that feeling of very intense emotions. You may need support during this period, whether that's therapy, counseling, journaling, meditation, you know, just making sure your self-care is really on point and you're really soothing as these emotions bubble up. I'm also seeing someone being around water, nature, like a bubble bath. Yeah, you're really healing. I just heard you're healing the most tender aspect of yourself. Especially with Rhodochrosite, but it's like it's something about your creativity and your self-expression. It's like after this healing, it's like you're firing on all cylinders, or you're having like creative ideas, being bombarded with creativity, downloads, momentum. If you felt like you haven't had passion and motivation, like some of these energies and emotions that are being transmuted are now being channeled in a positive way. It's like anger gets channeled into passion. It's like there's some sort of alchemy that you're really doing. And it's funny because you literally have regeneration, acceleration, change, shamanic wisdom. For this group, even if you don't identify as a shaman, you have very strong shamanic abilities to transmute darkness to light, to face the darkness without losing touch of your soul. I think this group, you're very old souls, and you've also been through a lot. Like if you were, some of this healing I'm feeling could be traumas that are unlocking and releasing from past lifetimes. And again, you don't need to get a regression or dig back into past lives. You can just allow these energies and emotions to bubble up to the surface. But it's the confidence, right? Because you've seen and faced the worst, you've been through so much, it's like nothing can faze you. Like you're unshakable, and that level of confidence is very clear to other people. Yeah, you're also going to be getting out of your mind. If you've had thoughts and, you know, when we've had painful experiences in the past and the narrative just keeps going round and round, like the ego, oh, remember when this happened to you? Oh, remember when such and such rejected you? Oh, remember this wound from childhood? And it's like the mental, like there's the emotional healing and then there's the ego running away with the narrative. It's like your mind, because you're releasing all the repressed emotion behind the situation, your mind is not going to plague you. Some of you as well could have done a lot of work on mastering the mind. Meditation, mindfulness. Yeah, and like any roadblocks or stagnancy you had in your life, it's being lifted. You're getting that green light. Yeah, look. But look at this person levitating and ascending, and you have divine blueprint, source self-embodiment, inspiration, you are ready. all of this experience as well was designed to prepare you for your mission. For this group, you have a very distinct purpose and mission that you incarnated for. And it's like, although the journey has been difficult, there can be a lot of wisdom and power that comes from our tribulations, our struggles, our pain. And it's like Spirit is here saying, like, you are going to be rewarded, or you are going to see very clearly why things unfolded in the manner they did. And it's like you're going to be seeing the bigger picture. And something about your past experiences have shaped you in such a manner that there's something so individual about you, right? Like your take on the world, your perspective. Even for some of you, I really feel you're light workers or healers or shamans in some way. And it's like your voice in the spiritual arts or the healing industry or around personal growth, right? It helps to open the eyes of others and for them to see things in a way that they would have never considered previously. You also have Master number 11, Family of Light, Signs, Guidance, Innate and Ancient Wisdom. Look at the downloads. Some of you as well, if you felt a bit blocked, like the divine wasn't giving you ideas or information around your path, your purpose, or what's next, it's like now the floodgates are open. There's something unlocking in your creativity, your self-expression, your life purpose. It's like you're going to be, again, I keep hearing firing on all cylinders. Some of you may come out of this healing period and have like 3 streams of income going, or I don't know, like you're just going to be really creatively lit up. And it's the healing of that sacral chakra and the release of the emotion. You're getting unblocked in every way. And look at the alignment here, this guide working with you, and look at your chakra system lit up. Especially like the crown, and what's that, like the higher crown? I don't remember what it's called, but the one above the crown. And there's this sense here of everything coming into alignment and just being lit up. And it's like you were meant for this. You have inner earth, you'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. When you've been through the things that you have experienced, it's like nothing shakes you, nothing's going to make you afraid. I feel like for many of you, there could have been some wounds to your self-expression, right? Your throat, even your throat chakra, speaking up, sharing your individuality, or just being accepted and loved, right? Like you may have had to really pour that love into yourself and validate yourself. But it's like now you're very comfortable in being yourself with that Queen of Wands. And I feel like you have a level of passion and courage that someone that hasn't faced this type of life and experiences just you can't fake that, right? And it's like that energy is so potent. I see it having a huge ripple effect in the physical. You also have the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. See, with multifaceted, again, I feel like some of you are meant to be in the spotlight, or you're meant to be seen and recognized in some way for this purpose and what you're going to create. But with multifaceted, it ties into what I was saying, where you're like recalling all the aspects of yourself, like lost parts of yourself. So there's almost like a soul retrieval or integration process happening as well. And these were aspects of yourself. I don't want to say lost, because I don't really believe you've lost your energy, but it's like, you know how our energy can almost become split off from the center? There's pockets of pain or trauma or difficult energies that we kind of hold in darkness. They're unconscious. And it's like, it's all coming to awareness. It's all bubbling up through the month of August, I see specifically. And it's like you're really able to integrate this energy. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you may have felt really creatively blocked. Like for many of you, you would know, like if you feel drawn to this group, you would know you have a huge purpose. You would be feeling that inkling. You know you have a lot of talents, especially around the healing arts, creativity, self-expression. But you could have felt like really blocked or uncertain. And it's like now you have the green light is what I just heard. The floodgates are opened or opening for you. And look, the other card you have is literally enlightenment. To have source self-embodiment and then enlightenment, like just proves the level of consciousness you've attained. And it's like Spirit is saying part of why the journey was so difficult is, you know, to get to this level of enlightenment and conscious awareness. Sometimes it doesn't have to take suffering, but there's no denying that suffering can awaken. Okay, so for your final messages, you have appreciation. I am grateful for the abundance in my life. As I direct my thoughts towards all that is wonderful in my world, my troubles and worries lighten. With a full heart, I appreciate all that I have. Today I accept what is as it is and choose to be satisfied. I express my loving thanks to the universe for the wealth that is mine. So confirmation, you have a lot more abundance coming in with this healing. But do you see the bit where she says, as I direct my thoughts towards all that is wonderful in my world? There's something about mastering the mind where your mind, again, not just the mind, enlightenment to me is self-mastery, right? You've mastered your energy field, your emotional body, your consciousness, your thought system. And that's what I feel has happened. And it's like there might be some little pockets or tendrils. And they're saying it's like you've dug, they're showing me like someone digging like into, I don't know, into a well, right? And they've almost hit the bottom of the well. And there's that last bit of mud or muck that you're clearing through, metaphorically speaking, these denser energies. It's like you're clearing the last tendrils that tethered you to that cycle. This could be like any karmic cords, for example, or this could even be someone that pulls on your energy a bit. It's like it doesn't have an effect anymore. Yeah, inner power. You've reclaimed yourself and your power. Today I choose to see myself as significant. I acknowledge my true strength. I remain steadfast in the face of adversity. If I stumble, I pick myself up knowing that I am filled with the power of the universe. I accept and appreciate myself in every way. I contain the most precious treasures of this world within me. The universe shines through me. Yeah, you're a beacon of hope. You're a beacon of inspiration. Part of your life lessons are courage and strength, which you have in bounds. Yeah, and it's this energy and light. Some of you are meant to really share your story of what you've been through, because it's like, look at the light radiating off you. Like, some people may not believe that you can live a life like you've lived and show up like this, where it's like you're brighter than ever. So it's like you're teaching people how to turn pain and suffering into power, how to transmute darkness to light. How do you know how to do that? Because you've done it for yourself a million times. So congratulations. I feel like the universe and spirit is so proud of you for this journey. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 2. So for this group, if you're not interested in a reading around love and connection, this may not be your reading, because it's coming up pretty strong. So what I'm hearing is, it's almost like I'm getting a storyline from your life and your experiences. And what I'm seeing is, with 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords, 7 of Wands, there's a sense of going through a string of connections or relationships that were highly karmic, that were where you'd learn kind of potentially difficult lessons, or lessons that, you know, challenged you to grow, is what I want to say. They taught you what love wasn't, so that you would understand what true love is, with the 4 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. Because what I'm seeing, and it's like, what helps bring this in, like for some of you, you may have already met this person and you're building, like with the castle, I'm getting like home and hearth, legacy. It's a really beautiful, loving, harmonious energy, and like blessings of the heart chakra is what I'm hearing. But you bring this in because you chose yourself, is what I just heard. With the Lovers and the 9 of Pentacles, it's like, you may have had to really let go of past pain, let go of past energies, so that you could really embrace and understand, number one, who you really are. Like for many of you, you've had to really go on a healing journey, or you may have had to be in this vibration of letting go of the past, looking within, finding validation and approval internally. Yeah, like if there was any sense of, I don't want to say, it doesn't have to be to the extreme of codependency, but looking outside yourself for love, for validation, for these things. It's like you may have really been asked to turn inward and pour that love and energy into yourself, work on your own, for example, your own passions, your own ideas. You may have had to get used to, like, perhaps, you know, going places alone, going out to dinner with yourself, like just enjoying your own company. And it's like, once you're fully in this energy, this comes in, like, but with 4 of Wands and 10 of Pentacles, this is like, I just saw an orb of light as I said that. I'm not saying like a fairy tale romance, like the way, you know, certain films or narratives make it out to be, but like a soul-centered romance, right? Like the most harmonious divine union. That's what I'm seeing, like balance, reciprocity, like it's beyond your wildest dreams. If you were to dream your ideal partner, this is, you know, next level. It's like, and it's almost like God, the divine, brings this to you because of who you became, how you chose to process and heal from this. Yeah, like really beautiful. You're having, and for those of you, if you don't want romantic love, this can just be blessings in all your connections, right? Like beautiful friendships, harmonious connections with family. I just keep getting this energy of feeling so blessed and loved. And if you ever felt like you weren't valued in the past, like that is literally a thing of the past. Like you've got soul families. For some of you, I really feel this is a divine union. And it could be like you may do something together, or this person is very abundant, but I'm seeing blessings around love and wealth. But it's wealth that comes either through a union or, you know, perhaps this person is very abundant and has a beautiful home. I'm not sure how it comes together, but I'm just getting this sense of, or both of you combined, like the energy is just so abundant. Yeah, but it's like I'm shocked and I can't get it into words. So some of you, like, you may have been so far in this Nine of Pentacles energy, you weren't even looking for it. That's what I'm getting, because it's almost like this person turns around and they're just there and they're like, oh, like for some of you, you may have, for example, had a lot of experiences of dating, or you had a string of karmic connections, because I'm seeing like one after another. And then it's like, okay, I'm going to choose myself, heal, focus on my career, my finances, my business, my health, and just pour energy into yourself. And then boom, this is here. And it's beyond. But with Nine of Pentacles, you already attained that much abundance within yourself, right? And it's like I just have pieces of the puzzle kind of clicking together. And it's funny that you chose group 2, which is a number of obviously like union, togetherness, harmony. I'm just getting the most beautiful, harmonious energy. And it's like, yeah, I just heard that phrase, you know, where they say like they were made for me. And again, it doesn't mean no connection or person is ever perfect in the physical world sense, but it's perfect for you. That's what I'm getting, like meeting those people where it's like you just click. There's no, it's like free flowing. There's no needing to force. There's not a lot of like, with Seven of Wands, I see that as defenses going up from endless, you know, conflict and drama and ego battles. It's like you've reached a level of growth within yourself as well, like a level of peace and harmony internally, where it's like your relationships now are reflecting that. They're reflecting that inner peace. They're reflecting the love you're holding internally. And it's like you and your vibration as well, you just are bringing like this, I'm just getting this beautiful, like the fragrance of a rose, like just like wafting. Like there's something about your energetic signature right now, which is very, maybe romantic, but very attractive. Like you may be really drawn to like creativity and, you know, working with nature. And it's funny, we have roses here as well. This person could bring you roses, but I'm just seeing this energy of like, yeah, like I've just heard romance is in the air, or whimsy and love and creativity and like the beauty of life. Very Venusian energy also. This is really beautiful. Okay, so your first oracle, Lemurian guide, sister, friend, teacher of infinite universal love. And it's funny, this is sitting above the Five of Cups, because it's like, how do we learn about infinite unconditional love? Sometimes by experiencing the opposite, by experiencing conditional love, by experiencing or clashing with, you know, egoic types of love, where there's like, for those of you, some of you may have tried like traditional dating, and I was like, oh, like it was just so soulless. And then some of you are like, okay, I'm just going to focus on myself and take a break. And it's like, then this gets delivered, like this divine love. I just keep hearing a match made in heaven. And it's like, I feel like I'm speechless. Like I don't know what to say. So some of you are just, your mind is going to be blown by just the beauty of what's unfolding in your life, especially around connections and also like home and finances. Yeah. And it's like, you've learned so much through this journey, because it's almost like, the spirit is saying the point of these difficulties or these karmic situations, it wasn't about them, right? It was always designed to mirror back to you an aspect of yourself that you either couldn't see clearly or that you were missing, something that you held and had within yourself. And it's like, I just heard those disappointments brought you back to self, brought you back to God. And then once you came into alignment with the highest expression of self, that's when this comes in. And again, some of you may have already met, but it's definitely faded. you still have free will, but I just think it was written in the stars is what I'm hearing. And some of you may have met this person or it's about to happen, but I just keep hearing love is in the air. Okay, Master number 11, resolution, old timelines collapsing, insights, higher self-embodiment, expression. Beautiful. With this card, again, old timelines collapsing, I'm hearing you've passed the, those karmic chapters, cycles, timelines are dissolved, right? They taught you what they needed to, and now you're done. Like the slate is clean. And it's like, but I keep hearing they brought you back to yourself, your true self, your higher self. They awakened you. So it's like you could have faced a lot of disappointments, because I'm getting like, especially with Five of Swords, it's making me feel like, you meet someone, you feel a spark or you feel that soul connection, and then it's gone. It either ends abruptly or it's just gone before it even started. And someone's there like, what was that? But it was always, they were catalysts is what I'm hearing. And it's like these karmic situations were catalysts for this, for you to be ready for that level of connection. Lyra and Stargate, personal power, healing, entanglements, throat opening. For some of you as well, it helped you as well with your self-expression. I don't know, some of you may have had a tendency towards either codependency or overgiving to others, right? Like I feel for this group, you've got a huge heart. Like your heart center is enormous, but it's like you may have poured into other people. And Spirit was kind of teaching you about boundaries, not, overgiving, not overextending, how to be in your own energy. And it's like you mastered that first. And then that's what helps you with, now you're a master at connection. You know what to do is what I'm hearing, not just in terms of romantic connections, but all connections. And you also had the diamond ray, diamond light body, high frequency activations, planetary grid work. And I feel like this time you may have spent in solitude, especially with this card sitting above the Four of Swords. It may have really helped you raise your vibration. Perhaps you got into spirituality, meditation, personal growth. You also have whale and orca elders. Share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. Some of you could be artists or gifted when it comes to writing, singing, speaking, painting, creating, fashion design, interior design. You have a gift for creating beauty. And it's like you can see beauty in anything and anyone. Like just the way you see the world is very beautiful. But it's funny because you have throat opening and then share your song. So some of these connections as well may have really taught you to open up that throat chakra, speak up, stand up for yourself, share your truth. Like for some of you, again, you could be really kind and giving and loving, but there could, when they say there's some people you can be too nice with and again, the right people wouldn't take advantage, but those who are unhealed may kind of take advantage of that. So you may have had to really learn to speak up. Yeah, this is what's happening. You have star family, soulmate. Some of you, I feel like this divine union, again, I keep saying it was written in the stars, but you may have met them in a different timeline, but a different star system, right? Like we do have Lyra here. So you're part of a team of souls, call and support. The period of time where you had to go it alone or do a lot of inner work and introspection is over. It's like now it's time for you to find your tribe, to find the right people, to form beautiful connections. There's just a lot of blessings for you in your relationship sector across the board. Yeah, you have embracing. But it's like this person adores every aspect of you and vice versa. I just keep hearing match made in heaven, but it also, why is that happening? Why are you attracting in people that love all of you? Because you've embraced all of you. You love every aspect of yourself and you attain this vibration on your own first. Freedom. Yeah. Set free. The karma, I just said the karma is cleared. The karmic debt is gone, but with freedom and 10 of Pentacles, if you're not already, I am reading your energy as abundant, but you are going to be so abundant in this union, in this connection, and in general, that it's like you have, the saying money is freedom. When you have a level of, that's not always true because some people are very wealthy, but they're mentally in a prison. So I don't quite agree with that, but it does afford you certain freedoms in the physical. Like you can go anywhere. You may do a lot of travel with this person, but you want to feel so free and loved. There's just this vibration of finally, I got here. Because for some of you, this could have been a really long journey of self-love and introspection. So for your angel oracle cards, we have beyond limitations. Today I exceed my own expectations. Yet your mind is going to be blown by this next chapter or this connection. I open my consciousness to the infinite. There are no limitations. There is no end. Everything is unfolding in a continuous now. Therefore, I open my thoughts towards a broader horizon. I look beyond my perception of reality, beyond all barriers created from my own beliefs and fears. I'm now open to new possibilities. Yeah. So the more, I feel like you've already done this for most of you, releasing limiting beliefs, and that's what's bringing in something that's beyond your conception. I feel like for some of you as well, you may be wealthier than you could have imagined as well. Like it's just like the full, I feel like everything is flooding in, but specifically around like home. For some of you, you may have a home with this person, or they may have a home, but it's like having a home that's beyond your expectations, not only in a material sense, but also in regards to how you feel. It's like, I'm hearing that song, I'm coming home, tell the world I'm coming home. Wash away all the pain of yesterday. Know my kingdom awaits, and I've forgiven my mistakes. Is it by Skylar Grey? I can't remember who sings that, but that's the lyrics. Love appears. I renounce my pain and release my resistance. Today I choose to reside in the light of my being. I rise up boldly and ask for the understanding that will free me of my duality. My prayers are heard and God sends angelic help so that love and peace find their way to me. This person is sent from God. Not only this person, but you have soul family and soul connections that are being sent from God. And they're going to be, look at that dove in that light. They're going to be so peaceful and harmonious. When I open my eyes, love appears. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like you turn around and this person's just there. Like you may meet in a very unexpected way or synchronistic way, or there's something about it that genuinely blows your mind, that you just, I don't know, this person, their energy, the way it comes together is just magic. And Spirit is saying, the universe wants you to know this is a gift from God. I just saw an orb of light as I said that. So thank you for listening. I'll see you next week and I hope you have a great day. Hi, Group 3. I just heard, I know this is strange, but I heard like there's an emphasis here on making money or making like new streams of income, more abundance. Essentially with the destroyer, it's like when things are, when there's destruction, it's designed to create space for the new, for creation, right? So it does make me feel for some of you, there could be some things falling away and the universe is telling you to let go because it's opening the door for really beautiful new opportunities. I do feel for some of you, this is like a new stream of income, a new business, a new job. But I feel like even with 10 of Cups, like there could be a lot of abundance wanting to come in essentially. And there's something about, especially the energy around Lionsgate, where either your motivation to create something, to do something, to make changes is going to be, you know, next level, or you're just being asked to make changes right now. For this group as well, with the 3 of Cups and 6 of Cups, 3 of Wands, I'm hearing you've outgrown where you've been. You've either outgrown a particular job, a stream of income, even like for some of you, this could be like a workplace, a friendship group, but it's like there's a really strong energy here of letting go of the old and the past to embark on new, I don't know, it could be new connections, new opportunity. I feel like it's in more than one area of your life, to be honest, but specifically around career or like creating new revenue streams, but it's like things that you love, that with 10 of Cups that are emotionally fulfilling, and being around people, having all areas of your life and your lifestyle reflect who you really are and what you really want for yourself. So if you're noticing, we don't have the Tower here, but if you're noticing kind of things crumbling, or I don't know, there could be a shedding process essentially, but Spirit is saying you're only losing what doesn't work for you anymore. It's like things are falling away so that you can build a new foundation or embark on a new, develop a new stream of income, a new trajectory that's truly aligned for you. Also with the Page of Cups and Ace of Wands, it's making me think of like really pay attention to new ideas or creative downloads and insights that you get. I just feel like you may have a lot of downloads during this time. There's something about that kind of Leo energy, like feeling really passionate, inspired, living from the heart. Like if in the past you felt like you couldn't follow your heart, or there were blocks around blocks or obstacles and resistance around doing so. I feel like you're going to be in this energy of, you know, yep, I'm ready to take action here, or I just feel like your heart is going to be speaking to you so strongly, you won't be able to ignore it. And it's funny because your first oracle is beyond cycles. Find and embrace yourself, new direction, releasing old patterns. So very strong energy of, with the Three of Cups beneath that though, it makes me think of, you know, when we get stuck into groups or dynamics where their energy or what they think or what they want us to do can kind of infiltrate our energy field. So there's this focus on untangling yourself from either other people or other people's ideas about who you are, what you should do, what direction to move in. And I see you just really being focused on self. And with that dragon, it's like, you're just going to have so much passion, right? Like there's really strong fiery energy, but I just heard as well, like your voice can't be silenced, or it can't be silenced anymore. If you felt there were aspects of yourself that were kind of laying dormant, or you weren't fully able to actualize these things, it's like something's coming in, or there's a shift coming in the physical world, but also internally, where anything that kind of held you back, kept you small, was preventing you from moving ahead is now being released, or that tower is crumbling so that you can move forward. And with the Three of Cups and Six of Cups, there could have been a relationship, a group of people, or a workplace that was in your life for some time where it had a lot of momentum. I just saw the sun in my mind's eye. Again, I don't know if some of you are Leos, but I'm getting those attributes there, like that passion, that fire. But yeah, like it's like anything that was kind of holding you in place, or that anything in your life that didn't feel aligned and was keeping you stuck, I just see you kind of metaphorically blowing it away. Like I'm getting almost supernova energy as well, where it's like really potent, or I don't know if supernova is the word, but it's like the destruction that gives way to huge rebirth, creativity. And what you have after it, Dolphin Baby. Lemurian origin, flow, timeless, adaptable, free, take your time. Yeah, it's like anything that held you in place, you're letting go of so you can flow in the direction that feels right to you. This can also be like letting go of other people's stuff. Because I'm hearing for some of you, you could have been weighed down or influenced by other people's projections, what they wanted you to do, what they felt. And it's like, now you're just like, no, like I'm not carrying that, or no, sorry, I don't feel the same way. I don't want to, I don't want to do that, or I don't want to be in this place anymore. I just see you kind of putting yourself first, really. And I feel like it's really beautiful because this is what it's generating. Yeah, like not just because they're saying it's not just abundance, it's emotional fulfillment, right? It's carving a life, a stream of income, even like the people around you, where it's like your life is filled with love. Your life is abundant in every sense of the word, not just in, some people, oh, I've got a lot of money. Yeah, but you're unhappy, you're drained, you're not around like-minded souls. So you feel like you can't be yourself. It's something about finding the perfect niche for you in regards to specifically your income, streams of income, work environments, career. Yeah, there's a lot of blessings around that. You also have rest. And it's funny, you have take your time and rest. So there may be this down period as well right now where spirit is asking you to prepare. Again, I'm hearing if anything falls away, let it replenish and release guilt. This is what I was saying. I feel like some people may have been trying to make you feel guilty for ending something, for leaving something, or this can just be you absorbing energies of people around you where they're not. I'm hearing you're deciphering what's yours and what's not, essentially, at this time. And I feel like there could be some huge revelations you have that leave. I meant to say that lead you, but I almost said leave. So it could lead you to leave, but it's like you're having these revelations of, okay, this doesn't belong to me. This isn't what I feel. This isn't what I want. Some of you as well you're untangling yourself from the matrix. I just saw an orb of light as I said that, but it's like you're untangling some of the collective unconscious or beliefs that you've absorbed around who you should be, what you should do, what your life should look like, so that you can live a life that's abundant and authentic for you. And for some of you, that could also involve embarking upon a path or living a life that may not be as understood to either people around you, or it could be like a certain group. It could be like co-workers, family, like just people that, you know, they're not in your shoes, right? They don't have that unique perspective, but your energy has been really drained by something that's now closing out, or the universe will be guiding you to close this out. If you have Rewild, Druid, Treekeeper, Perception versus Reality. With Rewild, I do get that sense again of breaking free. And again, it's not, these are aspects of yourself, I feel, that were always there. It's always there, but they may not have been, I don't know, there could have been aspects of your heart and soul or your desires that were silenced, or that weren't, maybe they weren't seen as appropriate, or they weren't approved of by people around you. So it could have led to almost, I just heard like your heart on mute, where some of these aspects weren't being seen. And some of it was you just energetically, I think for this group, you are empaths, or you absorb a lot of energy. You could have just been absorbing other people's stuff, or stuff, even energies from the collective. Because for some of you, I don't even know if it's like some of you, I feel like this could be people you know, but for others of you, I feel like this is almost you know, tapping into like some limiting beliefs about money, about career, about your life path. And it's funny because your next card, Empathic Starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Yeah, it's like you're cleaning that mirror from other people's projections, what they're saying about life and what matters, so that you can see yourself very clearly and what you want very clearly. This is confirmation as well, though, that you are an empath, and you may be really called to protect your energy or master certain techniques that help you to cleanse other people's energies and projections and vibrations from you. And look, you literally have, you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. But this is what I'm saying. It's like you're aligning with what's authentic for you, or what feels right for you. And you're shedding potentially a path, you know, that you were on previously, or things that don't align. And any aspects of yourself that you felt weren't accepted, that other people couldn't hold space for, couldn't mirror back to you. It's like you may be leaving those environments. You may be putting an end to connections and a workplace or environments that just aren't, they're just not conducive to your beliefs. It's making me think of, this is a random example, but like imagine you're an environmentalist and, you know, perhaps you're like vegan, or you're, you know, you're plant-based, you're all about sustainability and simple living, but you're living, I don't know, it could be any major city, but you're living in like New York in a very, you know, in a corporate job, in, you know, like in an environment where there's a lot of pressure around materialism and status and competition. It's that type of energy. And again, that it's not that exact example, but I'm trying to think of an example where it's almost like your environment or what you're doing or the people around you aren't matching your inner self. And again, this could be in one area of your life as well, but there's definitely this shedding, and it's like, it's making me think of someone that's like, why am I living like this? Like, this doesn't match any of who I am. And then making a big shift, right? Letting it go. Or like someone that's in a connection, for example, or, you know, it could be like a friendship group, family dynamic where they're constantly trying to get you to reflect the other people, or to be, you know, normal, whatever that is, conventional. And it's like, you're like, nope, like I'm done kind of trimming my edges or trying to fit in that way. That's what I'm getting. You have diligence. I just see you being really happy, but it's happy. I don't want to say it's happy for no reason, but it's happy just being you, right? Like, especially if you were in an environment that just didn't match you, it's like, I'm feeling that energy of, oh, now I can like breathe. I can spread my wings. It's like taking off that suit, or taking off, you know, metaphorically speaking, taking off that outfit that was too tight, that was cramping you, cramping your authenticity. And look, you literally have miracles, and look at the rainbow. So again, I feel like there's this energy of being blessed, especially with the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. And it's like Spirit is giving you the green light to construct and mold your life in a way that feels completely authentic to you. And for some of you, it doesn't have to be as extreme as the examples I've given, but it could be like one area of your life where that's happening, or it could be in a particular connection, a workplace. And for your angel messages, you have everything changes. A soft light radiates from my heart. It illuminates those around me and transforms every situation I encounter. I maintain a positive attitude in spite of any difficulties I may perceive. No matter the circumstances, I remain a source of true joy. Everything changes when it is bathed in the light of the divine. So again, you're following your bliss and following your joy. And again, with everything changes, some of you may really make a drastic life change, or you may be in the process of considering a drastic lifestyle change or shift in your career. Because I am getting, for some of you, this could be a bigger move. But for others of you, it's like anything that obstructs your joy, you're releasing. People that project on you, toxicity, even habits or patterns within yourself, thought patterns. Yeah, you have master of my life. I dedicate my strength to the divine within me, aligning myself with the true sovereign of my life. My ego steps aside as I listen to my inner voice and act in accordance with the truth I hear. In this way, I become the master of my life. I live in abiding humility, grace, and love for the glory of God. Yeah, it's like, that quiet, didn't I say something about like a heart on mute? Or I think I said something like that. But it's like the voice of your heart is starting to really speak to you in a sense where you can't deny what it is telling you. And in the past, you could have either listened to external voices or even your own ego, right? The mental chatter. But there's something happening in your life now where it's like really speaking to you. Like you can hear your higher self, your soul guiding your every step. And it may be prompting you to make some, bigger changes for some of you, or it could, you may be leaving behind one way of living or an aspect. I just saw 1414 on the timer, which is funny because it breaks down to 5. But you could be leaving like a bigger aspect of your life or a longer standing component to shift, to pivot, so that you're fully in alignment with that inner voice where your higher self is guiding you. And it's like what it leads to is literally miracles. And I feel like the divine right now is really guiding your steps, because it's like that light is calling you. Your joy is speaking to you. And with the 10 of Cups, it leads to immense emotional fulfillment. And again, it may vary for all of you what area specifically I'm talking about. It could be, I feel for some of you, it could be in like, you may have a complete 180 in your life in general, but I definitely am seeing it around like career, income, and with that 10 of Cups, even in terms of your connections. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 4. Now, for this group, the energy is just beautiful. Like, I don't really know. I don't know who picks group 4, but honestly, like the depth of these messages and readings, and it seems to often be group 4, but it's just like, I don't know what goes on in your energy, but it's so expansive, and there's just so much going on spiritually, energetically, in all these ways that it's almost hard to put into words, to be honest. It's just like magic happening in your life. I don't even know, like with the High Priestess, the Chariot, the Hierophant, the Two of Cups, it's like really beautiful things are aligning for you right now. That's all I can say. And it's like, I did mention this in group 3, but I'm hearing like for this group especially as well, like supernova energy, right? Like creation out of nothing, or things. It's not technically out of nothing. Like there's a level of alchemy here, but it's like with Queen of Cups and the High Priestess, it's like, and the Chariot, it's like following your intuition to reach the mother lode. And when I say the mother lode, I mean in terms of abundance, in terms of union, love. There's something going on in your energy and your life that's just profound. Like if you're getting any, I just looked down and saw the crown chakra card. If you're getting any downloads or ideas right now, like definitely act on them, because I don't know, I just feel like you've got this overflowing energy of grace, divine grace, miracles, abundance. It's really beautiful energy. I feel for many of you, you've already severed ties with the past, or you've forgiven the past. And it's like letting go of those past energies or releasing that old cycle has just created this like overflow, because I'm getting like this wave of abundance and blessings and energy coming toward me. Yeah, but it's alignment. That's what it is. It's like it may look like you're creating out of nothing, but it's right. It's your energetic alignment. You've reached a frequency with the Hierophant, or a level of spiritual mastery where it's like the world really is your oyster. Like the key is in your hand is what I'm hearing when it comes to manifestation, when it comes to power. Your energy is so potent and powerful. It's almost like it's hard for me to put into words, this type of energy. And I think you're about to see in the physical exactly who you are, because physical circumstance is about to reflect back to you just how powerful you are. And for some of you, you may have either not seen this coming, or you may be quite shocked at just the magnitude of this. With the High Priestess, I do think for this group, you are very psychic. You know how to tap into spirit, receive divine downloads, to create and build from that energy. But I feel like your life is about to become so magical, synchronistic, blessed and abundant in every way. Like, it is going to blow your mind. Yeah. I feel like a little bit, I don't know. It's hard to put into words, this energy, because, and also with this group, it's not just one area. It's like in every way. It's like things align in such a manner that you will not be able to doubt the spiritual work you've done. You will not be able to doubt God, because God is blessing your life in such a profound way. It will be undeniable, not only to you, but maybe to others as well. I just heard to those, to others who have wronged you. I don't like to focus on that in readings, but that came up. It's making me think of that saying, like God will, God will prepare a feast in front of your enemies. I don't believe in having enemies because we're all source, but metaphorically speaking, that's what I'm getting. So for some of you, the demonstrations in your life that are about to happen, like I just heard, it may make some people believers, or people may recognize there's something going on, like with the divine, or with, people may see you as spiritually favored because of the degree of blessings. And again, I think for this group, you are humble souls. Like, I feel like you've forgiven the past, you've forgiven that energy, but it's like they may really see some of these things, like whether they're exposed to it through social media or they hear about it. It's just like people are going to be really blown away. Like, you see, I'm kind of gobsmacked. Like, I don't know. I feel like my words are kind of jolted, where I'm having trouble getting it out. Like, and I'm so excited. It's almost like I'm overheating. I'm just like, wow, like, how is this happening? Some of you, it could be something that you would even consider, like, you're powerful, you're an alchemist, but there could be a situation that unfolds where it feels almost miraculous, right? Where it's like, oh my God, I can't believe this huge manifestation just came in, or it came in this manner, or I'm getting all of these manifestations flooding in after doing all of this inner work and energy work for years. But I don't know, some people may witness you and witness your life and really start to believe in a higher power and the divine crown. Right to know, go beyond attachments, divine alignment. Yeah, that's what. Not only have you tapped into the divine, like some of you, I feel like you're going to be prompted intuitively to do something, to create something, to write something, to start something. And it's like straight from the divine is what I'm hearing. Like, it's a gift from God, and it brings in, and that could be what brings in like a lot of success, a lot of abundance, a lot of recognition. Some of you are meant to be some sort of like channel, spiritual teacher, guide. And again, when I say meant to be, you have free will, but I just feel like there's something very profound about you, your energy, your connection with God. And I feel like for this group, I feel like group 4 are like ascended masters, or you're like your old sages who perhaps have incarnated with a very clear mission. Yeah, like really ancient souls. Some of you have been as well. You've had many incarnations, I'm hearing, as a priestess or priest, a shaman. You're very adept when it comes to spirituality and metaphysics. Yeah, like your ability to read the divine, read the signs, read the omens is just beautiful. Yeah, with portals, doorways into now, letting go of the warrior. It's like you're entering a portal or a timeline. For some of you, you've shifted into such a high frequency energetically, and some of you may not have even meant, I feel like you've been maybe working on your spirituality, your spiritual practice, and it's hugely elevated you, but you may not have even been consciously trying to manifest some of the blessings that are coming in or about to come in. Yeah, I just keep getting like an overflow, like they're showing me like a huge wave just rolling in. For this group, you're super psychic. and super psychic, but you're also a channel, right? You're a visionary. You can see things, you can know things before they're about to happen, and you get such clear downloads from the divine. And I do think that may play a role in your success. I feel like that may kind of help you to attain higher levels of experience in the physical, right? Because as within, so without. It's like you reach this higher consciousness within yourself. You connect with God very deeply, and it just it like breaks the matrix, essentially. It creates such an onslaught energetically, like in a beautiful way, that it's just like that magnetism. You know, those sages and those gurus that kind of walk through and everything just like follows them. You know, they're so lit up energetically that everything's drawn to them. It's kind of like that energy. It doesn't have to be to that extreme, but that's what I'm getting. Like your energy is reaching a level of magnetism where I just heard you have no clue what you're drawing in, like in a beautiful way. Shadow mirror, deep healing, understanding seer. Yeah. You've reached very high levels of consciousness, and you've also done a lot of inner work to get here. A lot of shadow work. There could have been some darkness that you had to really, you know, move through, especially I just heard like darkness or betrayal, disappointments, dealing with other people. But with the Queen of Cups, it's like any of this darkness has now transmuted. There's peace now. Peace, compassion, and understanding. You have Golden Age wisdom, DNA activation, Lemuria, Priestess awakening. Yeah. You have the High Priestess with the Priestess. So again, very, very psychic. Some of you are here to use your downloads from God, from spirit, from the divine, or your psychic abilities to help others, to help awaken others. And that's the reason you incarnated. With DNA activation, again, they keep saying your energy field right now is so potent. It has such a powerful effect on every room you enter, people that you interact with. Like even if you don't speak to them, actually, even if you don't say anything, if you just walk past them, it may kind of shift their energy, but they may not be conscious of why. You have the great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Again, you may have had to purge or release, you know, energies from the past hurts. You know, you could have had periods where you really struggled with anger or disappointment or some of these heavier emotions through what you've been through. But I feel like now it's like the calm after the storm. I'm just getting those beautiful waters. Those waters have been cleansed. You have the cosmic heart, devotion, potency. Make your life a moving prayer. Your life is about to become a moving prayer, a manifestation of divine grace. So beautiful. But with that cosmic heart, again, it's like you've cleansed your heart chakra, but it's almost like you're operating from the higher heart chakra. You've elevated yourself to the higher heart chakra. You also have here patience. I feel like with the patience on the Hierophant, it takes time, I just heard, to become that master, right? It takes not only time in this incarnation. I feel for this group, you've had many, 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 many lifetimes, right? To cultivate this energy and to grow and evolve. But it's like, even in this incarnation, you may have needed to exercise patience during other, you know, whether it be karmic cycles or timelines, while you were healing, while you were moving through this energy, because it did take time to kind of release or to, you know, reach a point of understanding, to keep evolving, to keep expanding your consciousness. Because again, this level of spiritual mastery, for some people, like especially, you know, newer souls or souls that don't have that history, like it would be very difficult to attain this consciousness full stop. But for this group, I just feel like, you know, you may have dedicated a lot of your life or a lot of time to spiritual practice, just connecting with the divine, connecting with God, meditating, prayer, however you channeling. Yeah, look, everything's blooming right now. It's like love, abundance. It's just every area of your life. But I'm not necessarily seeing you like do a lot. I feel like you've done a lot of the heavy lifting spiritually and energetically, and that's what's aligned you with this energy. Now, I was drawn toward 3 angel cards here. So we have forgiveness. Today, I bless each soul I perceive to have hurt me. I release them to their own greater good. I can now see that my past provides me with lessons that help me live more fully in the present. I no longer struggle with what has been said and done. I am grateful for every experience that has brought me here. I fill myself with a love that is pure and free. Yeah, it's like the darkness has been dissolved and transmuted into wisdom and love. And it's like you're a beacon of such love and compassion. But it's like the people, some of these people that have hurt you may be watching you, or they may watch something come in for you, this level of success. Okay, you also have here my creative power. I recognize the creative power of my thoughts. I know that I can use them to build or to destroy. Today, I choose to use my thoughts to create a universe filled with joy and harmony. I will maintain a positive attitude. I have the power to create love and peace. Yeah, it's like you made the choice to live from love. With all the tests, the universe, I'm hearing you passed every test with flying colors. Every test the universe sent your way. Every time, for example, someone betrayed you or crossed you, or, you know, perhaps they chose to act from their fear, from their lower self. It's like you still rose to the occasion. You still were a beacon of hope, inspiration, love, and compassion, even with people that have wronged you. Like for some of you, it's like ascended master or like a saint or a sage. Like you've reached a level of consciousness in this lifetime, or you will reach a level of consciousness in this lifetime where you're pretty much exalted. And that's what's bringing in this level of blessings, abundance, love, just because of the frequency you carry. But it's almost like, I just heard turn the other cheek. But it's like, and again, that doesn't mean accepting bad behavior. You still need, you know, you may still choose to move away from that person or set boundaries. But it's like, because you handled situations in your past with such grace and such elegance, such love, it's like you're imprinted in their mind because they've never seen anything like it, right? Especially individuals who operate from ego. They may look back on you and think, who was that? Was that like, they may see you almost as an angelic being or someone, you know, they haven't experienced that before. So it's almost like, even if someone, you know, didn't treat you the best in person or hurt you in a way, it's like you helped heal them just through your response, your reaction. Or it's like you forgiving them helped to liberate them and their pain. That's what I'm getting. So I discover who I am. Today I discover the riches that lie within me. I acknowledge my true self. I see myself as an unlimited being and marvel at the beauty of my life. I recognize the wealth of possibilities available to me as a being of light. As I learn who I am, I recognize the divine within me. Yeah, exalted. Look, the human self up into the highest self. You have if you're not here yet, I see you reaching a level of consciousness of pure love, pure joy, pure bliss, where it's almost like you're exalted. I just keep saying it's like your life is a living prayer, but it's like you're that living prayer, right? You're the embodiment of this love and compassion, and that's what's creating, you know, this flow-on effect. Like you are such a high vibrational being. I just saw 1515 and it breaks down obviously to a 6. So divine love, harmony, peace. Yeah, I feel like you're a beacon of love, light, and peace on the planet. And honestly, I think we're so lucky to have you here. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates and I hope you have a beautiful day.